Paris, one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, if not the world. Known for its great architecture, great buildings, great galleries, and of course great bakery. Known as the City of Love and a somewhat okay river. But what am I doing here? Why am I here?
Hey guys, today I'm in Paris, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Take a look, the Eiffel Tower in the background, and I'm going to be doing something very different. I'm not taking pictures on my phone, not my professional camera, but an old Nintendo DS.
That's right, my old Nintendo 2DS XL. It's not one of the oldest models, but it's old enough. And yes, it does have a camera. It's really not that great. We're talking 0.3 megapixels here. So for comparison, the iPhone 15 has 48 megapixels. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. But hey, it's not about the quality, right? It's about the vibes. And let me tell you, this thing is vibey. It's like taking photos with a potato, but a really nostalgic potato. So the first thing we had to do was actually get to Paris. Luckily, there was a Eurostar going to Paris early in the morning. As you can see, very tired. But hey, it was worth the journey. We had to take those photos. The journey was 2 hours, and of course, as you should, I played a bit of Pokemon on the way. So we finally arrived in Paris, and this was the first photo I took with the old DS. And you know what? I'm very happy with it. It turned out pretty nice. But I had a bigger mission, and that mission was to go and take photos of the Mona Lisa with the DS. So we went to the Louvre. The Louvre? The Louvre? I don't know how to pronounce it, but we went there and we took some more photos on the way. And yeah, I managed to get a picture of myself standing in front of the Louvre. You might not be able to tell by those 10 megapixels, but that is me. We did get through security, and of course when I arrived I saw this poster saying there was an audio guide for Nintendo 3DS XLs. So there was actually a bunch of people using them. So I did not stand out, I did not look like a strange, weird person. I actually fit in. The gallery was so busy. There were some rooms there that were very hard to get through, but we managed. Of course, we took some snaps on the way with the DS, and let me tell you, some of these turned out so nice. I'm actually really happy with some of these results. I found that with the DS, you spend more time framing the shot rather than taking the photo. So yeah, that's just a small thing I noticed. We finally made it to the Mona Lisa painting, and let me tell you, this thing was small. I mean, I turned around and there was a huge painting behind me, and it was just so much more epic. But the Mona Lisa, I don't know. I don't get it. But maybe that's just me. It didn't really satisfy my needs, so I went to another gallery to take more photos. And this is where I discovered something. The DS is super loud when taking photos. Just have a listen here. Pretty loud, and I did get a few stares, but that's okay. It's all part of the experience. I'm sure there's a way to turn it off, but it's too late now. Galleries done. Our next mission was to take photos of the Eiffel Tower, and let me tell you something, that was easy because the Eiffel Tower is literally visible from everywhere. Everywhere in Paris you go, you see the Eiffel Tower. There was a small problem though. Because the Eiffel Tower was so far away, you could barely see it in the photo. So we had to get closer. We did so much walking, so much walking that day, just to get to the Eiffel Tower. But on the way, we did take many photos of different landmarks, different places, different streets. And here were just a few of those photos. And on another note, taking photos with the DS is a serious skill because let me tell you something, when you're taking photos outside in the day with the sun out, it is like impossible to see the screen. The glare is just too much, so you're taking pictures blindly, hoping for a great result. We were getting closer to the Eiffel Tower, and that was great for the DS because it finally loaded into some of the photos. You could see some of the pixels from the Eiffel Tower.
So we were getting better shots, better results as well. You let me know what you think. If you think the photos are nice, leave a like and maybe a nice comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because then I can do more of these videos. And on the way to the Eiffel Tower, we did see the Arc de Triomphe. And of course, I took a few photos of that one too. This is the power of a Nintendo DS. Arc de Triomphe. Picture. Bang. Amazing. And then we finally made it. The Eiffel Tower. We were finally here. We were so close. So close to the tower. But I had a problem. The cropping of the camera is so big that it was very hard to squeeze the whole tower into the one frame. So I had to play around with the angles, and yeah, I tried my best. So there we go. We took many photos of the Eiffel Tower. We took a photo of the Mona Lisa, but there was one more thing that I wanted to see and try. Night photography. There's something different about Paris at night. The lights, the people, the ambience. I wanted to capture this moment, this feeling, this mood with the DS. I do think this was where the DS was at its best and worst at the same time. So as the sunset came in, I took a shot by the Seine. And this is where the DS was really struggling, because look how blurry the photo is. And I swear it wasn't my shaky hands. As the night got darker, I visited more places and took more photos. The blur made it look nice, right? Or am I just trying too hard to convince myself it looked nice? And last but not least, the Eiffel Tower. Once again, the Eiffel Tower, but this time at night in all its glory with its dazzling lights. Nighttime, the quality is awful. Look at that. But somehow it just looks good. Wow. Yeah, so maybe the last few shots were not that great. But maybe I just didn't do the camera justice. Maybe someone out there could take nicer photos at night with a DS. But I failed to do so.